Howdy, Kale.
How are you, Dave?
I'm well. How are you?
Doing good.
Good, good, good. Well, I see you have wheat here in the county, and it's looking pretty okay.
It's not looking too bad. We've got some that looks pretty good, and we've got some that's not the best.
Right.
But
so what are we looking at here?
we're looking at some endurance here. We've got this year we planted domes, some endurance, and some garrison, and everything so far has looked pretty good. We had to spray about 75% of our wheat this year with some insecticide and some fungicide. Just another thing to add into the bottom line this year, but about everything needed it.
Now, how many acres are you running?
We planted 2850 this year, so we'll graze out about 1,200 acres of that, and then we've cut some for hay that had rye and ryegrass in it. So we'll probably combine maybe 1,600 this year, 1,500. So
now, when do you think you'll start hitting the field?
You know, if you'd asked a month ago, everybody thought we'd be starting super early. Now we're looking, I'd say maybe first week of June. With the weather we're going to have this week, I would say, you know, the wheat's not going to dry out a whole lot. You know, people were thinking it'd be a week or two before June, and I'm going to say about the 1st of June we'll probably start. So it depends on the variety too.
As we've been coming south, I mean, just about Enid, that's where it started really turning gold, and the further that we've come south, it's been pretty consistent. It really hasn't turned any darker than that.
Right. Yeah, I think, you know, if you've got a variety planted that's an early variety this year and you don't have much green in it, I mean, I think you could get in there pretty quick. So.
And what I have to ask, did you do the nitrogen? Did you do all of the inputs on that?
We did. So
yeah.
In a year like this, you know, it's just part of it. But I think last I looked at the elevator, it was like 370 something's what wheat was going for. You know, it don't make it very fun getting the combine out, but it's part of it. So.
What's been your biggest the biggest pressure for you this year?
Oh, probably the competition with the ryegrass and the rye that we've had. You know, we've got our rye under control. You know, we've been working on that for several years now. We've done pretty good on that. We've got a couple places where the neighbors have got it horrible and it's still on us, and then we've got places that we're going to have to rotate it out or do something else. But the ryegrass is what we're starting to have a pretty consistent problem with that we're going to have to address and do something about.
Okay, well, Kale, thank you much, and I tell you what, we can't wait to see this crop actually make it into the bin.
Well, hopefully it does good.
Yeah.
So.
Well, thanks for visiting with us.
You bet.